I am Eredean, renowned explorer, survivalist, and adventurer. I'll be showing you the dangers of the land of Skyrim, from the wild beasts who roam forests and caves, to the dangerous cold of the mountain passes. Much more organized bandits, the Draugr-infested ancient Nord ruins. But with my expert survival skills, my survival tools and weapons, the greatest companions one would ever need on the road, together we will survive. This is Surviving Skyrim. Hello everybody and welcome to my new series in Skyrim. So as you all know, this is called Surviving Skyrim, and it's called that for a very good reason. I have a absolute shit ton of mods installed, and I've only just started. I think I'm level, well let's see. I'm level 17. Oh, I have a perk I need to put in. Let's put that in real quick. Let's throw it in block. Okay. So basically, I have just installed a butt ton of mods, up the difficulty to as hard as it goes. And the mods I have installed are all based on making the game much harder and more realistic in a lot of ways. So one, namely, is called Frostfall, which basically makes it so every environment affects your character. So, like the warmer biomes don't really do anything, but if you are completely warm, you do get a bonus. So that's always good. But in the very cold areas, you start getting colder and colder, and your stats can go down and down. And if you get too cold, you just straight up die. Being wet, because of a mod called Wet and Cold, the two mix up so together pretty well. They're compatible, and they've kind of made each other so they work together very well. And so, you know, wet and cold, if I get rained on, or if I'm in water a little too long, then I am damp. I get cold very fast and very easy, and when I'm sneaking, it's very easier to hear. So there's just like a couple examples. I have immersive monsters installed for more monsters. Organized bandits in Skyrim, so the bandits are absolutely nuts. I got a bunch of levels just from clearing a bandit place, because there's just so many and they're actually not stupid. I'm just going to go around Mr. Trap, and what I'm doing right now is one of the other mods I have installed is called a Interesting NPCs. I have a couple different NPC mods that add different kind of NPCs, immersive patrols as well, so it does get a little harder there, especially if I ever pick a faction, which I likely won't, but alteration, I need that for disenchanting, but oh, he spotted me. Basically with that, there's a lot of Imperials and Stormcloaks and all kinds of things just patrolling the roads. But this one I am going for is one of my favorite companions from Interesting NPCs, and I need a companion, so it kind of works out both ways. Oh, we got a very weak skeleton. Oh, come here, mage. Fall to me. Oh, you bitch. Oh, there we go. Get wrecked, kid. Oh, yeah. I also have a mod called, oh, I know. Bandits, that's not really helpful. Let's see. Oh, crap, what the hell? Oh, man, I didn't even know. Oh, he brought him back. Crap, I forgot he could do that. A little tougher that time. But there's another thing. Skeletons can be very armored. Same with Draugr. Ooh, the Warrior's Charge. That's a good one. I like that. It's a good book. It's actually not good for stats because I don't do conjuration. Oh, cool. An arcane enchanter to disenchant that. Oh, I already had that? Oh, what do you know? Let's get rid of that. So if anybody actually wants a list of what mods I do have, I can do that. Ain't no big deal. It's a big list, though. There's so many mods. It's not even funny. But I have a lot of things, mostly things that hinder me, but a few neat things that help me. But the big Combat Remastered, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, Combat Remastered. So it kind of does these crazy things to make combat a lot harder. So you kind of notice my stamina drains a lot quicker. Well, not a lot quicker, but it drains pretty quickly. And then once I start getting to that threshold, it just really, I just can't sprint anymore. I have to walk. I can't even like run normally, just walking, which is kind of crazy, kind of cool. Kind of annoying because nobody runs out of breath that fast. Come on, especially if you're like a hardy warrior. But you know, it gets better with time. It's gotten a lot better as I went along. I also have a mod called that messes with that is athletics training, which does help me with athletics and, you know, makes it so I can run fast, run longer. But I get severely weakened at the start. So I get weakened by both Combat Remastered and athletics training right off the start. So let's just save this poor girl. We can just open this bad boy up. Oh. The heck? Okay, that was weird. Alt-tabbed for some reason. I didn't even alt-tab, it just kind of did it on itself. Kind of weird. But whatever. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere like right here-ish. A little bit lower. I am using a controller as well, as you can probably see. I'll be switching to keyboard eventually. Probably real quick, but... What, you mean the cage?
Why, yes. It's quite comfortable in here. But when it's open, there's a bit of a draft.
Expecting someone more dashing?
Ah, that's the word, isn't it? A dashing prince for me to swoon over. Wouldn't that be heavenly? Or could it be I prefer men less dashing? Let's do dash off to the next girl.
So you cut him out of the cage then?
Maybe. I'd grown quite fond of it. The iron bars, the pattern of squares, and... well, I guess that's it. But I do like squares.
You are quite crazy. I like you. What's your name?
My name is Zora Fairchild.
Like I couldn't just read that.
Never meant to be ironic. I was once very much a child and very much fair. So fair, in fact, that the divine saw it fit to punish me with the smart and enviable face. It's always easier to blame the gods for such things, isn't it?
Looks like you kissed a troll and it slapped you. I think you're beautiful.
Why do you know? Be wary not to lead a girl on. White lies are a dangerous toy.
So we have a lot of questions here, so let's just go with this one.
Oh no, necromancers tend to disapprove of having their specimens damaged. I should know. This is the 11th necromancer who's enslaved me, and all 11 have been as delicate as a lord is with his finest furs. It makes me so sad to disappoint him so. I think this last one was quite excited with his find until he brushed back my hair. I've seen that look on more than enough men to recognize it.
I can't. You're suffering from a severe case of brain growth. I get it. You want to be captured.
Am I that obvious? And here I thought I was being coy. It's become a bit of a game to see what sort of hero will come to save me. Mostly it's bandits. Although they're not really motivated by the saving part. That's just a means to an end. But ultimately it just means the end of their lives.
What sort of rescuer were you waiting for?
Handsome, but
Oh
not
boy,
mean.
this kind of thing.
Fun, but not mean. Tender, but not soft. Strong, but not violent. Caring, but not servile. I could go on and on.
Okie dokie. Oh yes, please do.
I want a man who's aggressive.
I was just kidding.
Creative, but not obsessed.
Oh
Most of
boy.
all confident, but not arrogant. The best I ever knew was 4 of those things, but he failed the arrogance test. He didn't just cross the border between confidence and arrogance. He rode through on a gilded carriage pulled by frenzied mammoths.
Well, then, you know, that's kind of like how I am. When were you where were you headed when you were
I was
captured?
on my way north to the icy tundra. It's quite vast, quite icy, and extremely dull, which is precisely why I visited. Some people look at a blank portrait and see only emptiness. I see an opportunity to paint.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
Imagine a vast field of pure white, soft as a pillow wrapped in a cloud. From a distance, you might think it's snow. Yet, when you come to the lip of its feathery shore and run your fingers through crowns of ivory, you'll know you have arrived in Whiterun. Home of Tamriel's most beautiful and profitable tundra cotton field. Zora's field, as it's known to the locals.
Okie dokie. So, it's a bad idea. There's way too much white in Skyrim. Ah, it's racist. We'll just let you plant away. Are you sure it can survive?
I certainly hope so. It
Cobb
is
Tundra
called
cotton for a
Tundra
reason, yeah.
Otherwise, they should have changed the name.
So you carry a large
It's
weapon
not
for
just
your
for show.
sex.
Although the necromancers seem to think so. Nobody takes me seriously. But when my weapon of choice was an amulet of Mara, then the boys were quite certain of my intentions. Even if that was just for show.
Follow me. I could. Well, she has a lot of experience with two-handed weapons.
It's just an amulet. My body did pay quite a price for my lesson.
Oh my god.
I have more scars than skin now, I'm afraid. Yet you'll find I'm a capable fighter, and if it's adventurous with my love, I am but your humble servant. The Fury to your Holgeir, the Aidwer to your Barenzaya, the house girl to your Jarl.
I'm already one of those. Try wearing the amulet again. You'd be surprised. What's
So
that
is
about?
my lord suggesting I become a jester?
Yes.
I think
What
this
amulet are we
reminds
talking
me of
about?
theirs and the laughter.
I don't know what amulet. Okay, whatever.
I'm sorry, my hero, but you have someone with you. And out on the road it can get quite crowded.
What are you talking about? I don't have. Who do I have with me? Are you high?
Something. I'm sorry, my hero, but you have someone with you.
I don't though, and I'm really hungry and thirsty. So, oh yeah, eating raw food, by the way, will literally kill me. But luckily, I have lots of stuff I can just drink and food.
And out on the road it can get quite crowded.
What the fuck? I don't have anyone with me. That's really weird. Okay, I'm just gonna have to come back to this, like, later. What the hell was that? Oh, hanging moss. Oh, I should get some of that. Oh, boy, who is that? Who's looking to die? Well, this guy first.